Imagine looking up at the night sky and knowing that something vast, fast-moving, and utterly foreign is not just passing by, but turning back toward us. A massive object, roughly the size of Manhattan, is hurtling through our solar system. At first, astronomers thought it was simply another interstellar traveler, a silent visitor from the depths of space, just like Oumuamua or Borisov before it. But then came the moment that left even the most skeptical scientists unsettled. It shifted course. Without warning, the object, known as 3I, Atlas, altered its path in a way no natural body ever should. Normally, when objects from beyond our solar system sweep past the Sun, they follow predictable hyperbolic trajectories. They swing around, gather speed, and then vanish back into the dark forever. That's the fate of every known interstellar visitor so far. But 3I, Atlas broke that pattern. Instead of continuing outward, it pivoted inward, turning back with a smoothness that felt less like chance and more like intention. Observatories around the globe confirmed it. This wasn't a mathematical error or a fluke of gravity. A force beyond the sun's pull had acted on it, and with uncanny precision. That was when the fear began to spread. If an object can change direction in the vacuum of space, it suggests something more than drifting debris. It suggests guidance. Perhaps propulsion. Perhaps design. A comet vents gas when heated, creating jets that nudge its course, but no such activity was seen here. 3I, Atlas was eerily calm, almost serene, as if its redirection was deliberate. For astronomers used to the silent obedience of natural law, it was like watching a statue blink. What unsettled them even more was the silence. No radio signals. No transmissions. Nothing to explain itself. If it was a probe or a machine, it was not announcing its presence. That silence was haunting. Was it hiding? Was it indifferent? Either possibility was equally chilling. Governments, militaries, and scientists all scrambled for answers. Closed-door meetings took place. Speculation leapt from fringe theories into serious discussions. If this was a spacecraft, what was it doing here? And more importantly, why turn back toward us? The implications are staggering. Maybe it detected something worth studying in our solar system. Maybe it is surveying quietly, taking notes while remaining unseen. Or perhaps, more disturbingly, it is testing us, measuring how we respond when the unknown suddenly proves itself capable of intention. Humanity has long assumed the role of observer, pointing telescopes outward to study the universe. But this turn flipped the equation. We may now be the ones under observation. For ordinary people, the revelation spread through news outlets and conversations in cafes, classrooms, and homes. Some felt exhilaration, proof, perhaps, that we are not alone. Others felt dread, imagining that something had chosen to look back at us. Children asked their parents if aliens were real, while scientists debated propulsion systems we can't yet replicate. Was it radiation pressure? Electromagnetic steering? Or something beyond our understanding altogether? Every explanation only deepened the mystery. Culturally, the object became a symbol. Artists painted it curving elegantly through the void. Writers imagined its purpose. Religious leaders weighed in, some calling it a sign, others a test of faith. Even financial markets reacted, speculating on what kind of technology such a craft might hold if it were ever studied. For the first time, an interstellar visitor wasn't just a curiosity. It was a force reshaping how humanity thought about its place in the cosmos. But the most sobering aspect is how unprepared we are. Nations have plans for asteroids, for natural disasters, for wars. Yet nothing in our playbook accounts for an object that can move by choice. Nothing prepares us for something that might be watching us. In that sense, the turn of 3i, Atlas is not just a scientific anomaly. It is a philosophical event, one that forces us to admit that the universe may not be filled only with wanderers but with watchers. And perhaps that is the most profound message of all. The maneuver itself was a kind of communication, even without words. It didn't need to broadcast a signal. The turn was enough. It told us, without speaking, we are here, we are capable. And in that quiet gesture, the fear humanity has always carried about the unknown was confirmed. The universe is not as silent or as empty as we once believed. Something turned back. And now, the question is not what it is, but what it will do next.